Hi, welcome to the Elders Seasonal Outlook for Spring 2024. Starting off with the climate drivers, in the Pacific Ocean we are currently in a La Nina watch. This means there is a higher likelihood that a La Nina event develops this year, more likely to happen in late spring or into summer. That increases the chance of wetter than normal conditions for northern and eastern Australia towards the end of the year. Over in the Indian Ocean, we do have neutral conditions and there are not expected to be any drivers develop this spring. In the Southern Ocean and Antarctica, we currently have the southern annular mode favouring a negative phase in September and October, which means more cold fronts crossing southern Australia. We are then expected to shift over to favouring the positive phase, which means fewer cold fronts with more easterly winds and high pressure from November. And finally, we do have warm oceans surrounding Australia, adding to the temperature and also increasing the moisture around the place. Looking at the forecast now, there is a higher than normal chance that we see drier than average conditions across a large portion of Australia in September and October. Furthermore, rainfall is more likely to occur in the form of showers and thunderstorms rather than broad-scale rain bands. This means that rainfall is more likely to be hit and miss this spring. As we move into November, we start to see above average conditions becoming more likely across the north and east of the country. This almost perfectly mirrors the expected progression of a La Nina happening in November to January. That means that this above average rainfall is forecast because of La Nina. For the temperature outlooks, we can see above average conditions are expected across the country this spring. So to summarise, rainfall is more likely to be drier than average for most of the country in September and October. We then switch to have an increased chance of above average rainfall in the north and east from November, but this is dependent on La Nina developing. And we do have above average minimum and maximum temperatures throughout Australia expected this spring.